I was gonna ask, like, how have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a little bit too.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Hi.
I've been sweet. Things have been pretty groovy.
Yeah, things have been pretty groovy.
I feel like you have something coming up that's big that you're keeping from us. For some reason, like when Mariah's like quiet for like days, I'm like, oh, she's working on a project.
No, I'm
she's
working. Period.
Well, you went home
I'm
recently.
paying the bills.
Did we talk about that?
I don't think we have.
What?
Did you talk about going home?
No.
Do you want to talk about it?
I went
Going home. Oh yeah, we fucking didn't talk about that. But the whole world saw it already.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk about it. Give us details. We want to know the juice.
Okay, so I went home to Pennsylvania. It was a last minute decision. My sister called me at the end of December after Christmas, and she called me and she goes, I have to tell you because Daddy's not going to tell you. His new truck that he bought is shot. The engine shot. Now, my dad, my entire life, he's always like, I just want a truck, any truck.
Yeah.
He's never had a new car. Like he always gets like the shitty cars. His priority was like, as long as his wife and kids have a safe car, like we had minivans growing up.
Yeah.
Or
He would
caravans.
just drive whatever.
Yeah. He was spending more money at the mechanic than like the actual, how much the car cost,
Right.
whatever. He was just spending
That's
so
what
much
people
money
don't
on it.
understand. You like, we'll spend $5,000 on a car, but you end up spending like $6,000 trying to fix it every fucking month.
He decided last year in December, I'm going to get my truck. And so he finally got his truck. It was like, what was it, 2003 Ford?
Yeah. What is it? Sport Trek?
Yeah,
it was
something
like the
like that.
small.
Right.
He was taking pictures with it. He was so
He was
excited.
very proud of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he
So
finally got
proud.
his.
That was his first truck, and he's almost 70 years old. I was like, you know what? You deserve it. And literally almost a year later, December, the engine light's on, so he just takes it in, and the guy was like, it's shot. That's it. You can't drive.
No.
So like it lasted literally a year. So now he has to sell it, and he can't just like go and buy another car. He can't. So he's driving my brother's car right now, and everybody around me except for my dad is telling me like he's like panicking, but it'll be okay. Like maybe he'll lease something small, whatever.
Yeah.
But another truck was out of the question. It's just too expensive. And the second I hung up the phone, I told Heath, and I was like, I'm gonna get him a truck. I really want to get him a truck.
And we knew he would like be like wouldn't believe it at all, would freak out.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew my mom was going to be the barricade to get over because she would say no. She'd be like, absolutely not. Like it's too much. Like, how do you explain that? Like
It's hard to.
Your family's the same way.
It's hard to accept it, like a gift from that.
Right.
Right.
Like that, especially from like your own child.
Yeah.
Like when I got hit the car for the 100th
Yeah.
video, my dad was like upset. He was like, do not buy her a car.
Right.
Do not buy her a car. I was like, why? Like I it's for the
Right.
video. It's like, it's literally being paid off. I have like and he just parents don't like to see you spend money on them or your
Right.
brothers and sisters. Like when it
Yeah.
comes to family, they don't want you
Right.
spending money.
And growing up, we never got like expensive things. So
Yeah.
it's like very just, it's still like unbelievable.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, that like I'm able to do that. And
Yeah.
I'm very grateful and very blessed. So I tell Heath, and in 2 days. So
I'm immediately.
Yeah, he lights
Gotcha.
up. He's
On
like,
the
car.
case.
This
Yeah.
is my favorite thing in the world. I love buying cars.
I call my mom, and the first thing I say is, before you say no, please think about what I'm saying. She didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. She stayed quiet, and I was like, that's a yes. And so she was more excited when I started sending her pictures, and she was like looking at the prices, and she was like, you know what? I don't even want to see it. Like, you just do it and let me know when it's done. Like, I can't. She knows that he deserves it.
Yeah.
Like, he does.
So you find a truck in Allentown, or
Well, hold on.
pretty close by.
Okay.
We find a truck. Now, he's old. He can barely walk upstairs. So it has to also be a small truck.
Yeah.
okay.
So we look at the Ford Maverick,
Mm-hmm.
and it's brand new 2022. It's basically the new version of the truck that he just had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? So we're like, this is the truck. It's small enough. It's perfect. We call every place in Pennsylvania, Jersey, and Delaware, which is all like this in the same area. We call every place. Nobody has it for sale. They didn't sell it. It's just you have to get them custom made and they come in like 4 months. And
They
I'm
were,
like,
they were
Wait.
taking orders on it.
And isn't that like a regular truck?
So-
It's not like a special truck?
Well, it's
Like, what-
brand new. It just came out, but everybody had one on the lot, but it was used at the lot to be like, this is what it is. If you want to order one, we can order it. We're not selling it. Didn't
Right.
matter what price you offered.
Is it like why that truck though?
It's still, I mean, a lot
The
of
shortage and
the shortage, everything
Got it,
is like
okay.
insane right now,
Yeah.
but especially this one because they're
Okay.
brand new.
Right.
So everybody had one, but only one, and they wouldn't sell it.
right.
We finally found a dealership that had.
We found a
think they had
dealership closer
3.
to Philly, which is about a 45-minute to an hour drive. And my brother and sister are in Pennsylvania. So I'm like, is there any way you can drive down and go see it? Like, whatever. So we're all doing research. We're all on the phone, like calling. This one dealership had 3 of them for sale. And we wanted this specific one that was all-wheel drive, whatever. The stuff that he needed, the necessities.
So we bought all 3.
Oh, God, I broke it. And then
You
I'm
broke
really
it?
anxious. There's a lot of
Under
attention.
the table, just
ripping her hairs out.
That's going to be distracting.
No. I'll do it.
I'm gonna be more worried about it. Okay.
take care of
it. They end up having the truck, whatever. I wire the money, and I literally fly there the next day.
yeah.
Right? I was
Oh
like,
my God, this part of the story is absolutely
me getting there.
hysterical.
So I fly into Philly. My sister picks me up. We go straight to the dealership, and I guess there was a miscommunication. And they were kind of giving me a hard time, but I already paid for the truck, all this stuff. I called them before showing up, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't know you were coming." When we told them I was coming, we didn't know you were coming. Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Listen, I just flew here for this. Please help me out. I paid for the truck. It's whatever."
Yeah.
And
We set it up so that it is in my dad's name already, so he doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. However, I wasn't allowed to drive off the lot with it.
Because it was under your
and they
So
wanted him to
I-
come down to get it,
Right.
and which would ruin the entire surprise.
They were like, "Your dad has to come down," and I was like, "This is not going to happen."
Do they not know how car surprises work?
Right,
Come
yeah.
on, you're
Like,
paying
the
what, you
for
not
it.
watch
situation.
YouTube?
Yeah.
You paid you paid for it already. Just what
Get
the fuck?
educated.
Grow up.
My sister and I pull in, and now, okay, I'm gonna sound stupid, but the whole dealership is called this. I'm not gonna say the name. This is the name. Ford, okay?
Yeah.
That's the whole place. So I pull in,
But-
we see a front door.
Before all this, they're on the phone like, you can't take it. Like,
Right, they're
you
telling
can't
me
have
they
it.
can't. So I call Heath, obviously.
Crying.
I call Heath and I'm
Hysterical.
like, I haven't even gotten inside yet, and they're telling me I won't be able to drive off the lot. What do I do? So he's feeding me lines.
I'm like, march in there,
You're gonna say
demand
this,
this,
yeah.
say this, be like, I'm leaving with this car. It's paid for. I'm driving it to do the surprise, and the
Now
insurance is
picture-
taken
Right.
care of.
Picture me and my sister. We look like little girls. We look like teenagers. So she just got a haircut to here, so she looks like a Karen now. And she,
Yeah.
Where's
she
my
puts-
Bring out the Karen. You
She
got
like
to.
parts her hair to the side. She puts on her big sunglasses. We both wear our masks and we walk in. And I just got off a plane.
You
so
you
I'm
purposely like just put on. Okay.
Yeah, we tried to cover as much as possible
Oh,
because
got
we
it.
look like teenagers. Like,
Yeah.
we look like kids. So they weren't going to take us seriously.
Hello
So
Kitty t-shirt.
I'm digging through my suitcase trying to put on like an adult outfit. Like I march in there.
Blazer.
I go straight to the front desk and I said, "Excuse me, this is the situation and this is what I need to get done." I delivered, Zane, you'd be so proud. I
Did you
delivered
record
this
it?
perfectly. Didn't stutter, not a word out of place. Perfect. I go like this and I'm like, "This is what needs to happen. I need this done now." And he goes,
You
"You're
did
here-
that?
hold on."
She
He goes-
went through it.
Yeah, he goes, and my sister's standing there like this.
That's right.
And he goes, "It's a Ford?" And I was like, "Yeah, Ford Maverick." And he goes, "Okay, so this is Jeep."
Oh no!
No.
And
No.
I said, "So you go tell Ford I said that." Please go relay that message to
No.
Ford.
Oh,
So
no.
embarrassing. We ran out. I was
Oh,
so embarrassed.
God.
She called me. She's like, I did it. I was like, oh, how did it go? It was good. It was the wrong dealership.
Oh no!
So there was 2 different doors. There was a Jeep door and a Ford door.
God damn it, Mariah.
So I went in.
She had practice though.
Yeah.
Now she was
That was
warmed
good.
up.
That's good.
That was
Okay.
a good dry
Practice.
run. Yeah, it was perfect. So the second time wasn't as perfect. But I went in, laid down. They told us on the phone that they closed at 8:00. We get there at 4:00. I was like, cool, we have a few hours, whatever. They go, okay, so guys, we close in an hour. You can't walk off the lot, blah, blah, blah. I'm making up lies. I hope they're not. I'm making up lies. I'm like,
They take the
my
car back
dad
after.
cannot come down here. He works 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day.
What does he
No,
do?
doesn't.
He's a doctor.
Well, car dealerships are lying to you all the time.
Yeah.
You
They
don't
are.
give them a different
That's all they
narrative.
do.
than that.
Play it back.
I gave them a whole sob story.
Good.
Instead of it was a 5-hour flight, I was like, I just got off a 9-hour flight. And
Where's
you're
your-
going to let me walk away empty-handed?
After you paid for it, like
Right.
you're like, do they have
knew
the
who
money
I was.
in their
Yeah.
account?
I don't understand because on the phone they were so excited when you
Right.
said I was paying for it, and they were like, "Oh, bring her in immediately. We need to give her a plaque." And
You know what?
then-
I would have. Sorry, I would have been so upset. I'd have been like, I want my money back right now.
Yeah.
Just to see them freak out because
they
I feel
do
like
it,
they would
and
have
I'm like,
flipped.
"Oh."
Exactly. I'd be like, no, I want my money
Yeah.
right now. Give me the car, or
Yeah.
I want my money back.
They would have sold that shit the next day.
Yeah.
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 It was like impossible to find this
Oh,
truck.
really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Give me the money back. All right, we'll sell it to somebody else.
Well,
So finally, long story short, it was already long. They all of a sudden can do something, but I look around, every employee has their coat on ready to go because
They just got fed
it's
up.
5 o'clock. Like it's time for them to go. And we're standing there like this, coats off. I'm just like,
But it says 8 p.m. on the Google Maps.
they told us it was 8 p.m.
Got it.
Whatever. I was standing my ground. I was like, I'm not leaving here without the truck. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. They talked to Heath. They talked to my financial guy. They talked to frickin' Vince. Whatever we had to
Damn,
do.
Vince too.
I'll
Vince
send
was
somebody to come get the car.
Vince can hear my anxiety through the phone, and he was like, "You better fucking go in there, and you better fucking tell me." I was like, "Okay." So my sister was asking questions I didn't even know she knew anything about. I was like, "Yeah." She was asking about insurance. She goes, "Now does this?" I'm like,
Okay,
"Frank."
go girl.
Yeah.
Did
go,
you
girl.
have your like heavy accent on for this?
I thought about it. I was way too nervous.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, they all of a sudden can switch it into my name for the night so I can drive it to my dad. And they said, as long as he can come in during the week and sign it back over. I was like, this whole time?
Come on.
This
Wasting-
whole time. So I drive home with the truck and we hide it in a friend's garage. And then the next morning,
are you having to then go home and look your dad in the face and be like,
yeah.
be like,
Did you have like
he's
a guilty
how
feeling?
was Philly today? Like,
I thought, well, that's the thing. I don't normally fly into Philly. I fly into Allentown. So he goes, "Why'd you fly into Philly?" And I said, "Well, it's a last minute trip and like it was a lot cheaper," which was, he doesn't really.
No, it's a good lie.
It's a good lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I played it so cool. I was great.
Honestly, I would have been so scared that one of your family members or your mom would have said something that
I know,
would
that's
have
the
made,
worst.
Yeah,
We were talking about this when I was like, my mom wants to get involved so bad and like come up. She was coming up with skits. I'm like, Mom,
Skits.
we can't leave room for error.
No,
like
skits.
Tina, she was going to. Like what your stepmom did, where she was like
With Hidayah,
when you went
unbelievable.
out to show Hidayah, and she was like, "Do you want to wear something different?"
Hey, why don't you wear something nice?
Yeah,
Maybe there'll be a
then they-
surprise. I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
What do you say?
Yeah.
This is like the biggest surprise of my
Yeah,
fucking
don't
life.
say it.
So Hidayah, actually, I've never said this, but Hidayah knew like 80% she was getting a car that day because of what my stepmom was doing.
Stinks on ice.
So that's why I don't know if you noticed, her reaction wasn't that strong
She saw
because
it.
she knew that
She had a
was getting
feeling.
it.
It's
Because
because
of
those
the-
little things.
It really matters. It
Yeah.
matters.
That's why if you do this, you cannot tell anybody. You just gotta
you really
keep
have
it to yourself.
Yeah, but it ended up working out. We decided to go to brunch, and my sister and her boyfriend went to church, and they were gonna meet us there like late, but they were grabbing the truck.
Your,
And,
your mom's like, pray for a car, honey. Pray for a car.
oh my gosh! And so they ended up meeting us at the brunch spot, and they parked the car in the
Yeah.
lot. Now, Tina's responsible for switching the keys. Here's the key situation.
All right.
My mom has her keys, right? Her car keys. My dad drove her car to brunch. Now, what normally happens when my dad drives is he hands the keys back to my mom to keep in her purse when we're in the restaurant. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not out of the blue. So I said, perfect. When you go to hand it back to him, it'll have the truck key on it. And let's wait for him to notice. I said, Ma, if it takes 10 minutes,
We're gonna
if it
wait.
takes all night, like we're gonna wait. Because I could see her being like, all right, Nick, come on, Nick, like look at the keys, just look at the keys. Like, that's what she would do. So she goes to the bathroom, she switches the keys. We go outside. Now, her car was supposed to be locked because he was supposed to try to unlock it and it wouldn't. And then he would look at the key and be like, what is this?
Yeah.
The car was unlocked.
oh no.
Tina,
God,
thanks.
God, Tina.
So car was unlocked. So now we're all panicking. But we
Everybody
can't-
gets in the car.
But we can't say anything. So we're like, do we get in the car? And my dad's driving and it's push to start. So it started because my mom kept her key in the pocket.
Yeah.
Now, so it started.
Wait, is this the part you're just driving?
He starts driving, and I'm like, what do we do? And I'm looking at the truck right to my right.
You guys are passing
He has
it.
no idea. So I have the spare key in my pocket for the truck. So my sister's because she's in her car, I'm in my mom's car.
Yeah.
She's yelling through the window, alarm, hit the alarm. So I hit the alarm, and it starts going off. My dad stops the car, and I was like, Dad, hit the button, like shut the alarm. Just calmly. Can you shut the alarm? He goes, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I'm like, hit the button. So he hits the button and the car stops, but it doesn't click. He's like, that wasn't all car.
It's still confusing. Yeah.
That wasn't all car. And he starts pulling up, and I hit the alarm again because he was pulling away. And he goes, all right, what the hell is going on now? What the hell is going on? And Tina had to open her mouth, and she goes, just drive around the corner. Just drive around the corner.
I mean, honestly, what else were you going to do at that point?
You gotta just tell him.
Yeah.
And we pulled around. He saw like the hazards on or whatever, and he lost.
Yeah, that was a great reaction. I mean, it hit him like a train.
I didn't want to post it. I wanted to film it for our family, like to send to our family. But
you went through too much though for you, like just not to post it. You know, the whole dealership situation.
I know, but I just didn't want. I just feel so funny about posting it. But it's like it worked out.
You should feel proud.
Yeah, I'm really like
I'm happy for
excited
you. That's
to do it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So he loves it, and it's now officially in his name. And they went down there and they apologized for the confusion. And I wrote down all the lies my dad had to keep up. So he went back to the dealership.
I have diabetes.
Oh, that's funny. I would never
broken it.
I would never think to tell my dad, hey, make sure to keep up.
Yeah,
with
right.
It's so funny.
That's really funny.
So yeah, he's really happy, and I'm glad I got to do that. And it freaking snowed overnight on the thing, so there goes that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And somebody just sent us an article that said the Ford Maverick is being put on hold. They're not making them right now because they can't keep up with the orders.
Ooh.
So everyone that I tell, they're like, oh, what truck was it? I was like, a Ford Maverick. And they're like, how'd you get it? Like, everyone's like, how do you
That
have
price is going through the roof
You're
now.
I'm like, flip it.
You're like, come in. Last one. We had the last one. They made it specific for us.
$100,000.
It's like trying to find a Turbo Man doll.
Yeah, right.
Well, fuck yeah, that's exciting. Congratulations
So
again, Mariah.
I did it.
You did it.
Go, Bubba.
I wanted to do that.
She
for
took
so
the
long.
item beauty money and fucking got that car,
Thank
baby.
you, Addison.
Thank you,
Rae.
Addison.
Addison Rae.
That's so funny.